How's it going, everybody? This is the Jose Show. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, but unfortunately, today isn't one of those days because there was a shooting that went on at a bar named Borderline over in Thousand Oaks here in Southern California last night. 11 people are reported dead and killed from the shooting, and 20 people are reported injured. Now, this is very sad, and very, very frightening to know about this. It really is. I just heard of a story right now that there was this one man that was in the store, not in the store, in the bar. He tried so hard to rescue as many people as he could that were in the bar by grabbing a bar stool and breaking one of the windows to let him and at least most of the other people out of the bar while this shooting was occurring. So this person, he did the best he could to at least rescue as many people as he could, but unfortunately not everyone was rescued. And then it's also reported that Elena Housley, Tamara and Adam Housley's niece, is reported missing after the shooting went on. My prayers go out to Tamara and Adam. I am a huge fan of the both of them, especially of Tamara, because I watch her every day on The Real. The Real is my favorite talk show, by the way. So I really hope that Tamara and Adam could find their niece very, very soon, and I hope that their niece is found well and stable after this incident occurred. Honestly, I don't know when this is gonna stop. I don't know. I really don't know when we're gonna find peace with all of this that's going on. And the most shocking part of it all is that this happened just 2 days after Election Day. See, this is why we all gotta go out and vote. We all gotta go out and make a change for our country, so that way less of these things could happen. Because the less this gets to happen, the better. And the more we get to focus on what's really going on in our world, the better. So this is actually a great example to all of us that we should definitely use our voices to make a change and to not ignore of the real things that's going on in life. It's very sad to know that 11 lives were taken away just last night at a bar, especially young lives that were celebrating. One of them was celebrating their birthday, and all of those people were having fun. They were enjoying themselves until all of a sudden a lunatic just comes out of nowhere and tears their lives apart and ruins their life, ruins their moment. This is just very devastating to hear. Unfortunately, instead of waking up to great news that we are, hearing more change for this country and we're hearing more better things, no, unfortunately we hear worse things. And that's something that, of course, none of us want and none of us expect. My prayers go out to the 11 victims and to their families that were involved in this shooting. Because I know that right now is a very, very difficult time for the families, you know? It's a very difficult time. It's nothing easy to wake up the next morning and find out that your close one or that your loved one is gone, or that your close one or loved one is, injured, like severely injured by a crazy shooting like this. This is why in moments like these we just gotta thank God that we have life, that we're alive, and that we are given another day of life, instead of having to complain all the time that we are alive, but at the same time we go through things and struggles in life, which, by the way, it's part of life to struggle, and it's part of life to go through downs. I mean, not everything in life is going to be positive. Not everything in life is going to be wonderful. But, I mean, these moments like these is what makes us not just better people, but also unite us more. And that's what's important, especially because we are in the United States. And we're in that country where we should be united, we should be supporting each other, we should be there for each other, instead of backlashing one another and making other people look bad just to make ourselves look good. That is not what is okay, really. We should be there to look out for each other. We should be there to actually, ask them if they're doing fine. We should actually be there to at least save one another if we can, but we should definitely at least try. That's how it should be. Because I think the more we do that, I think the better we're gonna get, and the better our country is gonna be, or the better our world is gonna be. So let's just focus on our world, okay? Okay, well, now on to another topic, a better topic, thankfully. Well, now that it's almost Thanksgiving and everyone's going out for Thanksgiving shopping, the first thing people do is they fight for their sales, and for their turkey, on where they should buy it, on what and where and what price it is, and all that. And ridiculously, a lot of people, they just go off and fight over the turkey, fight over this, or fight over how good the turkey looks and all that. It has literally turned into a Black Friday frenzy. It really has, and that's just ridiculous. I mean, it's Thanksgiving. We should just be thankful for what we even have. I mean, it is not just about the turkey, y'all. It is about loving one another. It is about supporting one another, and like I just said, right now, it is about thanking one another. And it's just ridiculous that instead of showing that, we just see a bunch of people out there getting turkey or fighting over turkey and not really focused on what the holiday is really about. Like, I know, I get that turkey is yummy. I get it, but let's just not be so ridiculous. I mean, there are other stores and other places that have a lot to offer too. You know, we can't expect a certain store to have everything for us all the freaking time. Let's be real here. Like, I have just seen that lately, and it just gets me laughing, but at the same time, it gets me like a bit disappointed. I'm all like, really now? Really now? Do we really have to go through this on Thanksgiving season? But yeah, that's how it is. So for those of you that are Thanksgiving shopping, please be aware to shop in a more decent manner and stay out of trouble, because it's stuff like this that could just get all of you in trouble, and that is not one thing that we would want for any of us at all. Alright, well, now on to the next note. Ariana Grande, she just got named Woman of the Year by Billboard. I am so happy and proud of her. Thank God she got the title that she deserves. The singer has a title from Billboard because of all of the achievements that she has had this year. Top 10 hits like God Is a Woman and No Tears Left to Cry, and then a #1 album that broke records on Spotify, by the way, and also by now being the first female artist to have 2 billion, to have 2 albums actually have 2 billion streams on Spotify, which is history right there, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. And now Ariana is killing it with her new single Thank You Next, which is now dominating the charts on Spotify, on Apple Music, on iTunes, and of course all over the world with the same streaming platforms. So I couldn't be any more proud of Ari. She just goes from one hit to another. It is literally history being made because, first of all, she's a female artist, and nowadays we don't see female artists dominating as much as before. Let's be real here. Nowadays we see a lot of male rappers dominating the charts, especially Drake, for example. And it's impressive to finally know that pop is finally coming back stronger than ever before, especially by a female artist like Ariana, to top the charts and to break records. You know, especially a solo female artist. Now that is impressive right there. So congratulations to you, Ariana, on your achievement for Woman of the Year according to Billboard. I'm a proud Arianator, by the way. So that explains. So now on to the next topic. Idris Elba just got named the sexiest man alive according to People's magazine. Now this is actually impressive, and this actually makes me happy that they chose a man of color as the sexiest man alive, because not many men of color have been chosen as sexiest man alive. Last year it was George Clooney, I remember, and he's not colored. He's not a colored person. And only 3 colored men have been chosen as sexiest man alive, according to Billboard. According to People's Magazine. Whoops, my bad. Only 3 colored men in the history of People's Magazine, which is actually pretty disappointing because I feel like they should have chosen more colored men. Hey, we need to show more equality, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, I am so proud and happy to know that Idris Elba is now chosen as sexiest man alive, because not just because of his colored ethnicity, but also because of his achievements. He's worked so hard in the TV industry and the movie industry, so why not give it to him? Like, definitely. And then he's pretty good looking, so that's another reason. And then Lonnie Love. I am a fan of Lonnie Love, and I watch her on The Real every day. I know that she is a huge fan of Idris Elba, and I know that she has a huge crush on Idris Elba, so there's a good reason, another good reason to why I am happy that he got chosen sexiest man alive. And of course, Lonnie herself is impressed at her very own crush. Interesting, I know. It's very interesting, but it's worth it, hey. So, congratulations to you, Idris Elba, for being chosen People's Sexiest Man Alive. Alright, well, now on to another interesting note. Election day was this past Tuesday, and I think we gotta thank Taylor Swift for telling all of us to vote on her social media, and for encouraging us to vote, because I think thanks to her, I heard that the amount of votes that were made on Tuesday have been the most votes in like a decade, I believe. And that is a great thing, because that means that all of us are going out to make a change, to make sure that we live in a stabilized country, So I am thankful for Taylor Swift for actually doing that, to be honest, especially because Taylor Swift, she's very famous and she has the power to tell like millions of people to vote, and her power was pretty strong. And it wasn't just Taylor that told everyone to vote, it was even Shawn Mendes, Ariana Grande, and I believe Nick Jonas, as he even took a picture of himself with a sticker on his shirt on Instagram saying that he voted, and he supported everyone else to do the same. So this actually is pretty interesting, and it's actually impressive that celebrities themselves are actually using their social platforms to support other people to actually go out and vote and make a change. That is a great thing, because if it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for these social platforms, and if it wasn't for these lovely people that told us to vote, I don't think we would get all that much votes. I voted. I definitely voted. I definitely had it in my mind on Tuesday that voting is important, and if we want to see a change in this country, we gotta do something about it. And first off, it's by voting. So I did that, and it was dope. It was actually pretty dope, having to spend 20-15 minutes having to fill out a full ballot of all the laws and all the people that were nominated for office. So that was pretty nice. And for those of you that voted, thank you so much for voting. It will make a huge change for this country that you guys went out and voted. Thank you for acknowledging that election day was on Tuesday and that things don't come easy-handed. Making a change by, not even voting at all. Like, really. So, thank you from the bottom of my heart, I know. Especially because it's difficult to get other people to go out and vote. So, yeah. So, anyway, on to the next topic. Taylor Swift, by the way, she surprisingly is still on tour for her Reputation tour, and she ended up going on social media to actually go off and share the people that were voting. I know I'm still with the voting topic, but I mean, it's not really different because it's Taylor Swift. But anyway, Taylor Swift, she went off on social media and shared a bunch of people that were voting on her Instagram stories. I mean, she was doing it throughout the past month, I believe, doing it, by sharing it with us and encouraging us, to go out and vote. So that's pretty cool, and it's pretty nice to know that this is actually that was actually happening. So yeah. Okay, so here's another topic. And it'll also be about voting, by the way, because I mean, this whole entire week has been huge when it comes to voting wise. The Democrats are taking over the White House while the Republicans are taking over the Senate. It is the first time that the Democrats get to take over the White House in 8 years. So this is actually great news for us Democrats to find out about this. I mean, hopefully there'll be some, some great laws and some great changes going on now that we see Democrats taking over office, because I'm gonna be real, ever since Donald Trump has been in office, I don't think anything good has happened. A lot of horrible changes have happened. A lot of disasters have happened in this country. So I personally think that now that the Democrats are taking office, I think better things will happen, and immigration laws are going to get better, I hope, and all that. I mean, for real now, I'm just being real. So yeah, that's in my personal opinion. So yeah, congratulations to the Democrats for taking over the White House, and congratulations to the Republicans for taking over the Senate. I hope a bunch of changes get to happen, great changes, hopefully, now that the midterm elections have passed, and hopefully we get to see even better changes by 2020. Oh, well, this was the Jose Show, and I hope everyone enjoyed the show for today. Till next time.